Our brain is one of the most energy-demanding organs in the human body, consuming about 20% of our daily calories despite making up only 2% of our body weight. This remarkable organ is responsible for everything we do, from thinking and learning to feeling and remembering, and the quality of fuel we provide it directly impacts how well it functions. Just as a high-performance car requires premium fuel to operate efficiently, our brain requires nutrient-dense foods to perform at its optimal level. When we consume unhealthy foods high in sugar, refined carbohydrates, or trans fats, it can lead to inflammation, oxidative stress, and impaired brain function. These dietary choices can make it harder to concentrate, remember things, and regulate emotions, contributing to brain fog, irritability, and even long-term cognitive decline. In contrast, consuming whole, nutrient-rich foods such as vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats nourishes the brain, supporting mental clarity, focus, and overall cognitive resilience. The types of foods we choose directly influence the structure and function of our neurons, the cells that make up our brain. Neurons rely on healthy fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals to form cell membranes, produce neurotransmitters, and communicate efficiently with one another. Without these essential nutrients, neuronal communication is compromised, affecting memory, attention, and emotional regulation. One of the most important nutrients for brain health is omega-3 fatty acids, which are found in fatty fish, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. These healthy fats are critical for the formation and maintenance of neuronal membranes and synapses, allowing brain cells to communicate effectively. Research shows that diets rich in omega-3s are associated with improved memory, better problem-solving skills, and a lower risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Beyond fats, antioxidants play a crucial role in maintaining brain health. Found in colorful fruits and vegetables such as berries, spinach, and beets, antioxidants help fight free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage brain cells and contribute to cognitive decline. Regular consumption of antioxidant-rich foods supports the brain's defense against oxidative stress and inflammation, helping maintain mental sharpness and resilience. Proteins and the amino acids they provide are equally vital, as they serve as the building blocks for neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that regulate mood, motivation, and focus. Without adequate protein intake, the production of neurotransmitters can be disrupted, leading to symptoms like fatigue, anxiety, and depression. Lean meats, legumes, eggs, and dairy products are excellent sources of these essential nutrients. The connection between the gut and brain also highlights how diet affects cognitive function. A healthy gut microbiome, nourished by fiber-rich and fermented foods, can positively influence mood, mental clarity, and overall brain function. Research increasingly shows that what we eat not only fuels our brain, but also communicates with it, shaping our thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Hydration, too, is essential for optimal brain performance. Even mild dehydration can impair cognitive abilities, attention, and memory, emphasizing the importance of pairing nutritious foods with adequate water intake. Overall, the concept that food is fuel for the brain underscores the idea that every meal is an opportunity to enhance cognitive function, emotional regulation, and mental well-being. By choosing nutrient-dense foods, avoiding processed and sugary options, and maintaining a balanced diet, we can support neuronal health, protect against cognitive decline, and improve our day-to-day mental performance. This approach transforms the act of eating from a simple survival task into a powerful strategy for brain optimization and long-term health. Eating mindfully, selecting foods that nourish the brain, and understanding the direct connection between diet and cognition empowers individuals to take control of their mental performance and emotional well-being, shaping their future cognitive potential. Omega-3 fatty acids are among the most important nutrients for maintaining brain health, often referred to as the brain's building blocks due to their critical role in forming and maintaining neuronal structures. These essential fats are not produced efficiently by the body, which makes it necessary to obtain them through dietary sources such as fatty fish, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, and certain leafy green vegetables. The brain is nearly 60% fat, and a significant portion of that is composed of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA, which is vital for the structural integrity of neurons and synapses. Without sufficient omega-3 intake, the membranes surrounding brain cells can become less fluid and more rigid, which impairs the ability of neurons to communicate effectively with one another. This communication is crucial for processes such as memory, learning, emotional regulation, and overall cognitive performance. Studies have consistently shown that higher consumption of omega-3s is associated with improved cognitive function, better problem-solving abilities, enhanced memory retention, and a lower risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and dementia. Omega-3 fatty acids also have a profound anti-inflammatory effect on the brain. Chronic inflammation in the brain is linked to a range of mental health conditions, including depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. By reducing inflammation, omega-3s help protect brain cells from damage and support overall neural health. They also influence the production of neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that regulate mood, attention, and motivation. For example, omega-3s can enhance serotonin and dopamine activity, which are critical for maintaining a balanced mood and promoting feelings of well-being. Deficiencies in omega-3 fatty acids have been linked to mood disorders, irritability, poor memory, and difficulties in learning. Children and adolescents with low omega-3 intake may experience attention deficits and learning challenges, while adults may notice reduced cognitive performance and increased susceptibility to depression and anxiety. Incorporating omega-3 rich foods into the diet is therefore a powerful strategy for supporting mental clarity, emotional stability, and long-term brain health. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout are some of the richest sources of DHA and EPA, two forms of omega-3 that are particularly beneficial for brain function. For those following plant-based diets, flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, and algae-based supplements can provide ALA, which the body can partially convert into DHA and EPA. The timing and consistency of omega-3 intake also play a role. Regular consumption of these healthy fats supports ongoing neuronal repair and plasticity, which is the brain's ability to form new connections and adapt to new information or experiences. Omega-3s are particularly important during periods of rapid brain development, such as in infants, children, and adolescents, as well as during aging, when cognitive decline can be mitigated through adequate nutritional support. Research has also suggested that omega-3s can enhance synaptic plasticity, improve learning efficiency, and support overall brain resilience. Beyond structural and functional benefits, omega-3 fatty acids may improve blood flow to the brain, ensuring that neurons receive adequate oxygen and nutrients to function optimally. By supporting the brain at multiple levels, structural, chemical, and vascular, omega-3s demonstrate why diet is a powerful tool for mental performance. Integrating omega-3 rich foods into daily meals is not just about preventing deficiency. It is a proactive approach to optimizing memory, focus, emotional health, and cognitive longevity. The science is clear. Providing the brain with the nutrients it needs, particularly omega-3 fatty acids, equips it to operate efficiently, respond to challenges, and maintain resilience against aging and stress. When we think about brain health, omega-3s are not just beneficial, they are essential for nurturing a sharp, balanced, and high-functioning mind that can perform at its highest potential without. Antioxidants are vital compounds that protect the brain from damage caused by free radicals, unstable molecules that are produced naturally during metabolism but can accumulate and harm brain cells if not neutralized. Free radicals can damage DNA, proteins, and cell membranes, leading to oxidative stress, which is strongly linked to cognitive decline, memory loss, and neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. The brain is particularly vulnerable to oxidative stress because it consumes a large amount of oxygen, has high levels of polyunsaturated fatty acids in neuronal membranes, and contains relatively low levels of natural antioxidant defenses compared to other organs. Consuming foods rich in antioxidants helps counteract this oxidative damage, reducing inflammation and protecting neurons from degeneration. Colorful fruits and vegetables such as berries, spinach, kale, beets, and peppers are among the most potent sources of antioxidants. Berries, in particular, contain flavonoids and anthocyanins, compounds that have been shown to improve memory, enhance learning, and support overall cognitive function by promoting neurogenesis and improving signaling between neurons. Other antioxidant-rich foods, such as nuts, seeds, dark chocolate, and green tea, provide polyphenols and other compounds that support brain health and enhance mental clarity. Antioxidants do more than neutralize free radicals. They also help regulate cellular signaling pathways that are critical for learning, memory, and mood regulation. For instance, certain antioxidants can enhance the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a protein that promotes the growth and survival of neurons, strengthens synaptic connections, and supports long-term brain plasticity. Higher levels of BDNF are associated with improved cognitive performance and a reduced risk of age-related mental decline. Chronic inflammation in the brain often accompanies oxidative stress, and antioxidants help reduce this inflammation, providing additional protection against neurodegeneration and mood disorders. Diets rich in antioxidants have been linked to lower levels of depression, reduced anxiety, and better emotional stability, highlighting the connection between nutrient intake and mental well-being. Vitamins such as C and E are particularly important antioxidants for brain health. Vitamin C, found in citrus fruits, strawberries, and bell peppers, protects neurons from oxidative stress and supports the synthesis of neurotransmitters. Vitamin E, found in nuts, seeds, and leafy greens, prevents lipid peroxidation in neuronal membranes, preserving their structure and function. Selenium, carotenoids, and other micronutrients also contribute to the antioxidant defense system, working together to maintain brain integrity and cognitive performance. Research indicates that long-term consumption of antioxidant-rich foods can slow the progression of cognitive decline, improve memory, enhance learning, and even support emotional resilience by protecting the brain against stress, induced damage. The benefits are not limited to older adults. Children and young adults also experience improved cognitive function, attention, and mental clarity when their diets include a variety of antioxidant-rich foods. Incorporating these foods into daily meals is a practical and effective way to support overall brain health. Smoothies with berries and leafy greens, snacks with nuts and dark chocolate, and meals incorporating colorful vegetables are simple ways to ensure a consistent intake of antioxidants. Hydration, combined with these nutrient-dense foods, further enhances their efficacy by supporting optimal cellular function and nutrient transport in the brain. Ultimately, antioxidants serve as protective agents that maintain neuronal integrity, enhance communication between brain cells, and preserve cognitive performance over time. By reducing oxidative stress, minimizing inflammation, and promoting the growth and survival of neurons, antioxidants demonstrate the critical link between diet and brain health. Choosing foods high in these compounds is not just about preventing damage, it is a proactive approach to optimizing memory, learning, focus, and emotional balance, ensuring that the brain can function at its highest capacity and remain resilient in the face of aging and environmental challenges. Proteins and the amino acids they provide play a fundamental role in brain health, serving as the building blocks for neurotransmitters, which are chemical messengers that regulate mood, attention, motivation, and cognitive function. Every thought, memory, and emotion depends on the efficient communication between neurons, and neurotransmitters are central to this process. Amino acids derived from dietary proteins are essential for the production of these neurotransmitters. For example, tryptophan is an amino acid used to produce serotonin, a neurotransmitter that regulates mood, sleep, and appetite, while tyrosine is converted into dopamine, which influences motivation, reward, and focus. A deficiency in these amino acids can disrupt neurotransmitter production, leading to symptoms such as fatigue, poor concentration, mood swings, and even depression. The sources of high-quality proteins, including lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy, legumes, and nuts, provide the necessary amino acids for optimal brain function. Including a variety of these protein sources in the diet ensures that the brain receives all the essential amino acids it needs to synthesize neurotransmitters effectively. Beyond neurotransmitter production, proteins also support neuronal repair and growth. The brain is capable of neuroplasticity, the ability to form new connections between neurons in response to learning, experience, and environmental changes. Proteins supply the structural components required for the growth of dendrites and synapses, strengthening communication pathways and enhancing learning and memory. Consuming adequate protein is particularly important during critical stages of brain development, such as in infants, children, and adolescents, when the demand for neurotransmitter production and neuronal growth is high. During adulthood and aging, protein continues to support cognitive resilience by maintaining the structural integrity of neurons and facilitating the repair of any cellular damage that occurs due to oxidative stress or injury. Proteins also play a role in regulating blood sugar levels, which indirectly affects brain performance. Stable blood sugar ensures a consistent supply of glucose, the brain's primary energy source, allowing neurons to function optimally. Diets deficient in protein can contribute to fluctuations in blood sugar, leading to mental fatigue, poor concentration, and irritability. Amino acids from protein not only influence neurotransmitter synthesis, but also modulate brain signaling pathways and receptor activity, impacting learning, memory consolidation, and emotional regulation. Certain amino acids act as precursors for gamma, inobutyric acid GABA, an inhibitory neurotransmitter that helps calm the nervous system, reduce anxiety, and improve focus. Others contribute to the production of acetylcholine, which is essential for memory formation and cognitive processing. The timing and distribution of protein intake throughout the day can further enhance brain function. Consuming protein with each meal provides a steady supply of amino acids for neurotransmitter synthesis, supporting sustained mental clarity, attention, and mood stability. Combining protein with other brain-boosting nutrients such as omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and complex carbohydrates maximizes cognitive benefits by creating a synergistic effect that nourishes the brain on multiple levels. Emerging research highlights the importance of diet quality and variety, showing that individuals who consistently consume adequate protein along with other nutrient-rich foods exhibit better cognitive performance, faster learning, enhanced memory, and improved emotional well-being. Protein deficiency, on the other hand, is associated with reduced cognitive function, increased risk of depression and anxiety, and slower recovery from mental fatigue. Incorporating protein strategically into daily meals and snacks supports both the chemical and structural needs of the brain, ensuring that neurons communicate effectively, synapses remain strong, and neurotransmitters are produced in sufficient quantities. By prioritizing high-quality protein sources and maintaining a balanced diet, individuals can optimize brain function, enhance mental clarity, regulate mood, and protect cognitive health. Highlighting the essential role of proteins and amino acids in supporting a sharp, resilient, and high-functioning mind, the connection between the gut and the brain is one of the most fascinating discoveries in recent neuroscience, emphasizing the profound impact that digestive health has on cognitive function, mood, and overall brain performance. The gut houses trillions of microorganisms, collectively known as the gut microbiome, which communicate with the brain through the gut-brain axis. This bidirectional communication occurs via multiple pathways, including the vagus nerve, immune signaling, and the production of neurotransmitters and short-chain fatty acids. A healthy gut microbiome can support mental clarity, emotional stability, and cognitive resilience, while an imbalanced microbiome, or dysbiosis, can contribute to anxiety, depression, brain fog, and impaired cognitive function. One of the most direct ways the gut influences the brain is through the production of neurotransmitters. For example, certain gut bacteria can produce serotonin, a neurotransmitter that regulates mood, sleep, and appetite, and approximately 90% of the body's serotonin is made in the gut. Other microbes influence dopamine, GABA, and acetylcholine levels, all of which play critical roles in attention, learning, memory, and emotional regulation. This means that the state of the gut can directly shape how the brain thinks, feels, and reacts to stress. Diet plays a crucial role in nurturing a healthy microbiome. Foods rich in fiber, such as vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains, act as probiotics, feeding beneficial bacteria and promoting their growth. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and miso provide probiotics, which introduce live beneficial bacteria into the gut. Together, probiotics and probiotics help maintain a balanced microbial environment, enhancing gut integrity, reducing inflammation, and supporting optimal neurotransmitter production. Chronic inflammation in the gut can lead to systemic inflammation, which negatively affects the brain by impairing neuronal signaling and promoting oxidative stress. A balanced gut microbiome helps regulate the immune system, reducing inflammatory responses that could otherwise contribute to neurodegenerative diseases, mood disorders, and cognitive decline. Research increasingly demonstrates that dietary interventions targeting the gut can improve mood, reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, and enhance cognitive performance. For instance, studies on the Mediterranean diet, rich in fiber, healthy fats, and fermented foods, have shown improvements in both gut health and brain function, highlighting the importance of consistent nutritional choices. Hydration and proper digestion also influence the gut-brain axis. Adequate water intake supports nutrient absorption and facilitates the elimination of waste products, ensuring that the microbiome thrives. Poor digestion or nutrient deficiencies can disrupt microbial balance, impair neurotransmitter production, and negatively impact cognitive function. Stress management is another critical factor, as chronic stress can alter gut microbiota composition, increase gut permeability, and exacerbate inflammation, all of which feedback negatively on brain health. By maintaining a diet rich in whole foods, fermented products, and fiber, combined with stress reduction and adequate hydration, individuals can create an environment in the gut that promotes optimal brain performance. Emerging research suggests that gut-targeted interventions, including probiotics and prebiotics, may even play a role in preventing cognitive decline, improving learning and memory, and supporting emotional resilience. The gut-brain connection also highlights the importance of personalized nutrition, as individual microbiomes vary greatly, and dietary choices can have different effects depending on the unique composition of gut bacteria. This understanding encourages a holistic approach to brain health, one that goes beyond traditional focus on cognitive exercises and mental stimulation to include digestion, nutrition, and microbial balance. By recognizing that the gut is essentially the brain's second home, we can appreciate how lifestyle choices, diet, hydration, stress management, and regular consumption of prebiotic and probiotic foods serve as powerful tools to enhance mental clarity, emotional stability, and cognitive resilience. Supporting the gut microbiome ensures that neurotransmitter production, neuronal signaling, and inflammatory regulation are optimized, directly benefiting memory, focus, mood, and overall brain function, highlighting the indispensable role of gut health in nurturing a sharp, balanced, and high-functioning mind. The patterns and habits in our diet have a profound influence on brain health, demonstrating that the overall quality and consistency of what we eat shape cognitive function, emotional stability, and long-term mental resilience. Rather than focusing solely on individual nutrients, examining dietary patterns provides insight into how combinations of foods interact to nourish the brain, reduce inflammation, and support optimal neurotransmitter function. Diets that emphasize vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats, such as the Mediterranean diet, have consistently been associated with improved memory, enhanced learning, better mood regulation, and reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Conversely, diets high in processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats have been linked to cognitive decline, memory impairment, and increased susceptibility to depression and anxiety. The consistency of dietary patterns plays a critical role in maintaining stable blood sugar levels, which is essential for brain performance. Fluctuating blood sugar, often caused by high sugar meals and refined carbohydrates, can impair focus, reduce energy, and contribute to mood swings, highlighting the importance of balanced meals that provide sustained energy for neuronal activity. Whole foods, rich in complex carbohydrates, fiber, and protein, release glucose slowly, supplying the brain with a steady energy source and supporting mental clarity and sustained attention throughout the day. Healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish, contribute to the structural integrity of neurons and support communication between brain cells. These fats also have anti-inflammatory properties, protecting the brain from oxidative stress and age-related cognitive decline. Micronutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants are also more effectively obtained through consistent dietary patterns rather than isolated supplementation. Fruits, vegetables, and whole grains provide a spectrum of nutrients that work synergistically to enhance brain function, protect neurons, and regulate neurotransmitter production. A dietary pattern that prioritizes nutrient diversity ensures that the brain receives the compounds necessary for optimal memory, learning, mood regulation, and resilience against stress and aging. Emerging research underscores the link between diet and mental health, showing that individuals who adhere to brain-friendly dietary patterns exhibit lower rates of depression, anxiety, and cognitive impairment. The combination of anti-inflammatory foods, antioxidants, and healthy fats supports not only neuronal integrity but also vascular health, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients are efficiently delivered to the brain. Hydration complements these dietary patterns, as water is essential for neurotransmitter synthesis, nutrient transport, and cellular communication. Even mild dehydration can impair memory, attention, and problem-solving abilities, illustrating that diet and hydration together form a foundation for cognitive performance. Lifestyle factors, including regular physical activity, sleep quality, and stress management, interact with dietary patterns to further enhance brain health. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, supporting neurogenesis and synaptic plasticity, while restorative sleep consolidates memories and facilitates neuronal repair. Stress reduction strategies, when combined with nutrient-rich diets, minimize inflammation and protect cognitive function. Meal timing and structure also contribute to the effectiveness of dietary patterns. Balanced meals and snacks consumed consistently throughout the day provide a steady supply of nutrients, avoiding energy crashes and supporting neurotransmitter production. Intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating, when done appropriately, has also shown potential benefits for neuroplasticity, inflammation reduction, and cognitive performance. Ultimately, understanding the impact of dietary patterns emphasizes that brain health is not determined by occasional choices, but by sustained habits that consistently provide the nutrients and energy necessary for optimal function. By prioritizing a diet rich in whole foods, healthy fats, lean proteins, fiber, and antioxidants, individuals can protect cognitive function, enhance memory and focus, regulate mood, and reduce risk of age-related decline. These patterns create a brain-healthy environment that promotes resilience, clarity, and emotional stability, demonstrating that the foods we choose over time profoundly shape the health and performance of our most vital organ.